Jamie Borthwick, who has played Jay Brown in the BBC soap for the last 15 years, left court beaming after a judge reduced his 6-month driving ban to 2. Borthwick, 27, is currently having to pay for alternative transport to take him to the TV studios since his ban was imposed on January 31. But yesterday Borthwick's lawyer told Croydon Nightingale Court the star is unable to take public transport in case he is recognised. And Mr. Recorder Richard Thomas and Justice Olive Murray granted the appeal, slashing the driving ban by 2/3 to just 2 months. It's despite the actor topping speeds of 50 miles per hour in a 30 miles per hour zone in his Mercedes in Romford, East London, in May last year. Speaking in court yesterday, Alex Owen, representing Borthwick, said, "Mr. Borthwick does attend a number of charitable appearances. For the most part he's responsible for his own travel to and from those appearances and, as he is not able to drive, he is not able to do those. He has issues with public transport and being recognized, and not all of those encounters have been favorable." The court also heard Borthwick intends to drive his great-uncle and great-uncle's wife, both 75, to hospital appointments. Ms. Owen added, "He tells me both his great-uncle and great-uncle's wife, the closest thing he has to grandparents, are both ill. They are both 75. His uncle's wife has around 4 hospital appointments a week, mostly in London, too far for them to travel. He is driving to appointments and has been told by his doctor he should not be driving. His family and 2 sisters are all working full-time or in education. They have been managing for the past month with the great-uncle's driving getting worse. In those circumstances, because of his flexible working hours, he's the best person and available person to take them to appointments. Particularly when his uncle has the operation, he won't be able to drive for some time. His great-uncle is waiting for an operation to his knee, having been a laborer for most of his life. The circumstances of this offence are the road is a dual carriageway which isn't signposted at 30 miles per hour limit, but of course the presence of street lights indicates that. He was unaware of that at the time. He was wrongly under the impression it was a 50 miles per hour limit. It took place in the mid-afternoon and it was relatively quiet at the time. No danger was caused. Mr. Borthwick is working at the moment. He is currently paying for himself to arrange transport to and from work at a considerable cost to himself." Borthwick admitted a speeding charge and his case was heard in a closed court hearing known as a single justice procedure on December 1 last year. He was given 6 penalty points at Romford Magistrates Court on January 31. But the actor was banned as he already had 6 points on his licence, so was over the maximum number of points, which is 12. He was also fined £660, and a further £166 in court costs. Ms. Owen yesterday said JPs could have imposed 5 penalty points, leaving the actor just under the maximum number of points on his licence. Or the magistrates could have used discretionary powers to give Borthwick a 56-day ban instead of the 6 points, she told the court. She added, "It was a reading of 52 miles per hour. If it had been a reading of 50 miles per hour it could have been given 4 to 6 points, so there's a possibility 5 points could have been given to him. That would allow the points to stay on his license, so if there's any further offending he has that hanging over him, but he would be allowed to carry on driving for the time being." Granting the appeal, Mr. Thomas said, the effect of the imposition of the 6 penalty points was that he had 12 points on his license. He had 2 previous convictions, one from 2018 which was 3 points and another from July 2021 which post-dated the incident but was on his license by the time of conviction and sentence. What he asks us to is exercise our discretion, taking into account mitigation, and either impose 5 points or disqualify him up to 56 days. With some degree of ambivalence and having carefully thought about it, we are just about prepared to replace his points with a disqualification of 56 days. And so the sentence will be exactly the same as in the magistrate's court, except the sentence of 6 points will be amended to disqualification of 56 days. He added, "Mr. Borthwick, stop speeding," to which Borthwick nodded.